Hello, I'm Denise Jones-Harrington, and I'm the Faith Partnership Coordinator with CICOA. And today I have Kate Kunk here with me, and she's going to explain a little bit about who she is and how she's worked for CICOA. And then we're going to go into some discussion about some of the special presentations she does. Kate?
Hi, everyone. I'm Kate Kunk. I've been with CICOA for about 12 years, first as a care manager, then as a phone options counselor, and finally in the job I've been in for about 8 years now, caregiver options counselor, which means that I coach family caregivers across central Indiana, and I also provide workshops to groups.
Wonderful. And we're going to talk about those workshops that you provide, Kate. Can you tell us a little bit about those presentations that you provide?
I'd love to. CICOA has long realized that there are at least 3 reasons to offer free workshops and presentations to faith communities. And I'd have to say that all 3 are very important as they work together. First, the content. Content of these workshops and presentations is worthy to be shared, and our feedback from them has shown that. If I can give someone a heads up by increasing awareness, or maybe even dramatically spare that individual some difficulty concerning a topic on which I'm informed, or if I can in any way help someone just by giving accurate information, why would I shirk my calling to do the brotherly thing and help that person? I can't. Mm-hmm. And another reason we offer CareAware workshops and presentations is that doing so gives us the opportunity to get to know our community and vice versa. This is extremely important, as I am sure you know, Denise, because CICOA represents very timely, direct, accessible help to people in a variety of ways, but they can't call us if they have no idea we exist, or they won't tend to call us if they have received inaccurate information by word of mouth from someone else about what we do. We have to get out there and enjoy the direct interaction with Central Indiana's caregivers, their care recipients, and those who will eventually be in those roles. And finally, another reason that we provide the workshops, we would need to ask why faith communities specifically. Mm-hmm. I can think of at least a couple of reasons we love serving the faith communities in particular. It's no secret that faith communities are a core component of our society and culture. And they are comprised of the people we at CICOA look to serve. If we can provide needed information to whole congregations or to specific caring ministries within the organization, we will have provided good support that can ultimately strengthen that body by engaging not only those who are in positions of need, such as caregivers and individuals with a disability, we will have provided tools to the other folks in the pew who are in a position to help them.
Exactly, and that's great information, Kate. And so during this time of COVID, how have you been providing those services to the community?
Well, this has been an interesting challenge, as I know you're aware. Although obviously no one could have anticipated how much our lives would change over the last few months, I have seen positive things happen as a result of our being required to avoid face-to-face meetings for this time. Mm-hmm. Learning the practice of virtual platforms has made it possible for us to actually improve our efficiency of delivery. So I actually look forward to the day when we are able to present both live and on the internet in whichever platform is preferred by the host.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful. So tell me, what are some of the topics that are most requested by faith communities?
Well, the CareAware workshops and presentations ultimately teach and strengthen the congregation in areas that are universal to all faiths by virtue of the fact that all of us involved in faith communities are human. We aren't suggesting that the presentations in any way replace or even compare to what normally goes on in the faith community during its regular week. Rather, for example, how these might be used could be as a special program for seniors, or for a student ministry meeting, or some other type of caring ministry. The decision of which presentation to request would be specific to the individual group hosting the presentation. But as an aside, I would definitely recommend the CICOA services overview for the entire congregation at some point.
Mhm.
And we need to remember that faith communities are driven to reach their surrounding neighbors and communities, at least many of them are, working to be a vital force in the community for good. And without meaning to overemphasize our own importance in support of that, I would at least like to say that these workshops and presentations tend to be fun, informative, and totally non-threatening, such that they can be used as a community outreach and may in fact help to bring people within the walls of the faith community who might never otherwise darken its doorstep. As of last count, I think there were about 20 workshops listed on our website at CICOA.org, many of which would be very beneficial in the faith community setting for a special program. We
Mhm.
CICOA services overview, several wellness workshops such as medication safety, fall prevention, eye health, stress reduction. We have workshops for fighting ageism, improving communication techniques, addressing caregivers' concerns such as self-care, caring for dementia, how to find the appropriate residential setting, and grandparents who are new to the role of raising grandchildren. I'm sure I'm overlooking several, but hopefully this provides some glimpse into the diversity of topics. Oh, and one other workshop just occurred,
Wonderful.
and that is one that would be very timely for the next 3 months. It's called Holiday Stress, Manage the Menace.
Oh. So how can someone get in touch with you if they're interested in having you come out and speak or having a virtual forum for their faith community?
So then, in answer to your
Good.
question about how somebody gets in touch with us,
Yeah.
any faith community in our 8 counties can request a workshop or presentation. There's no cost, there's no group too small nor too large. I've spoken to Zoom audiences as few as 2 people and as many as 1,500. So any faith community can contact us to request a presentation. And the easiest way is probably to email us at caregivers@CICOA.org. That's caregivers plural at CICOA.org. And my colleagues, Chelsea McWhorter and Stephanie Foltz, who is our community outreach coordinator, and I would love to hear from you at any time, whether to schedule or just to ask questions. So please don't be a stranger.
Wonderful. Thank you, Kay. I really appreciate the information. I'm sure this will be of great value to our faith communities.
You're quite welcome. Thanks for asking.